the lore. So guys, today you've probably seen the photo, you've probably seen the thumbnail and the title of this video. And based off you seeing that, you probably already know what this video is about. We're going to be showing you lore. So in this video, we're just going to be going over. So let's go over the first bit of I found out on my Chilladon. So the first bit of lore I found out is what I'm about to tell you. Sorry about that, guys. So let's get right into the video and let's go. So, okay, so over here is just plain and simple map. Ugtopia map. If you go over here, you might be wondering, nice, this looks just like a map. So this egg right here actually is the dinosaur in this game, in the map, that's actually still alive. You might be wondering, hey, there is no dinosaur here that's actually alive. Triceratops. That Triceratops actually hatched out of this egg. That's why there's hay, because this was a tone. It crawled over there, and that's how it got stuck. And then if you go over here to the cosmetics, this right here is the big Ugg. It has that keeps this thing breathing. And the more it breathes, the better it lives. So this is its big bottom jaw, this is its top jaw. And over here is its arm sticking out of the ground. That's its hand right here. This is its hand that I'm on. Hand. This is a spear. It's pointing over there. So it seems like this right here is his core. Because whenever you throw something in here, you get bones. If you throw those, where does it go? He doesn't just get bones as currency. It goes straight to him, revives him. And then this is the center of Ugg. The center of Ugg is his stomach. That's his heart over there. So, if you're wondering, this was the first dinosaur that he has ever killed. Him. And then, so whenever they all got turned into stone, and whenever they turned to stone, that's how they're all stone. But his second kill was this dude. That somehow got turned into his core. So yeah, this dude and Triceratops, if you don't know what I mean, they were in a fight before this whole wall was even there, before that pig was there. They were fighting. And then in the fight, he was hitting him. That's exactly why he has all those cracks on him. And then never get lost. He knows how to launch. That's why he has broken horn. And the only reason why he didn't duck in the ground is because he launched him and it hit him. So it was like a meteorite, but it wasn't really a meteorite. It was him getting launched. He got launched, the ground hit him, and it tore him apart. He lost his legs, that's his body right there. And then, let's just go, and then that pig right there. That pig was actually right next to the meteorite. So the meteorite was in the Pig Valley. It's called Pig Valley because there's pigs in it. People actually say that pig right there, the big mama pig, is a mama pig. That pig had all of those pigs down there. And then, if you go over here actually, that was a baby. Whenever it was born, it got slammed into the ground, so you can't see its head. So look, if you don't know what I mean, whenever the meteorite hit, that all stayed up, and it hit right here. So whenever it hit, that's why it's all like damaged, and that's why all of that went up, because it made this big valley, this big crater in the ground. And that's what made every dinosaur or everything in the game turn to ice. No, I mean stone. That's why everything's stone. So if we go over here, back to Triceratops, whenever it hit, Triceratops just stayed its ground somehow, and then got trapped. That's why he has all the moss on him, because how old it is. So let's go back over here. And if you're wondering, that right there was his third kill. He somehow decapitated him, put his bones over there to show that he's powerful. those just formed the volcano. Magmadon there was just a normal dinosaur, but whenever the meteorite hit, it had some lava, and whenever it hit the dinosaur, it melted his skin and turned it into this rock right here, and that's how Magmadon was formed. And if you go over here, he was running whenever it hit, and whenever it hit, he lost all of his legs and got stuck there. And let's go and talk about this big dinosaur here. Even if y'all know Blue Shell, one of the moderators of UG, he even said later on there will be like a dinosaur that size right there fighting that we can fight. Literally that size, maybe bigger. So if you go over here, everyone knows this is a fusion area. People call it the fusion map. Well, if other people don't, I do. So we have this dude right here. If you don't think, he had a dinosaur. It was the dude up above us that we're in, the big dinosaur. And look at all these things. Whenever you put two dinosaurs in, like when you put two dinosaurs, they're not actually a fusion, but like for an example, if I grab a dinosaur, put here, dinosaur, put here, I put these dinosaurs here, fuse them, a half of this dinosaur would go and a half of this dinosaur would become that one fusion. But where does the other half of the dinosaur? That makes one whole. And look at the pipes. Look at this pipe. Look where it goes. Follow it. If we follow it, it goes straight up. What's straight up there? His head. His core. This is his core. It also goes in here. This is where the other half goes. Whoop, up there. That makes the fusion. That does that. But these two pipes, these are the other half of the dinosaurs that you get from fusion, and that makes him alive. But if you actually go over here, people will be wondering, that's like his stomach. But if you go over here, if you don't think, this is the throat. But whenever it hit, it tore him apart, so yeah, it made a hole instead of it actually going there. It broke his throat. But if you go up here, whenever he was fighting him before, that's why he's all bony, because he's been here for so long. But if you go over here, he doesn't kind of look, why would his mouth be open? And why would it just be pointing in that direction? No one knows. There's no lore about that. But his mouth is open. I have some lore. Y'all might not believe me, but look. If you go over from afar, doesn't it look like he's kind of screaming? I mean, not screaming, like roaring. It looks like he's roaring. Every single one of these big dinosaurs are roaring. This one is, that one is, and that one is. Well, that one randomly does because he's still alive. That one is roaring because they were fighting, and he got in pain whenever the meteorite hit. So he's like, so he made that little roar sound. And then if you go, and if you're wondering, where would he live? Because if you go over to our normal huts, like my hut, if you go over to your hut, it has the room, the outer shell, wall, window, wall with a little ledge, this, the window, opening, and fireplace. And then if you'd be wondering, but if what I'm saying is actually true, where would the uglies be? Where would the uglies live? Because there's no hut the size. Let's go over here, because I just found this out over here, that this kind of looks like a hut. A lot of people told me that, oh, this is a hut. No, it isn't. Because look, it could be, but because look, one, no window. It could be a hut, but a very messed up hut whenever the meteorite hit. So if you go over here, I've been wondering, is this supposed to be that dude's home? Because he's the only one that's actually in this map. So I have a feeling that that's actually his home. This is his home right here. Because if you go over here, look, door, then you have the little window, opening, fireplace. That's where the fireplace goes. It looks just like it. And why would it be just like this? It looks just like a hut. And this is his hut. So, yeah. That's that's what all I think about it. So, yeah. So, if you tell me, if you know any more lore, tell me down in the comments. But also, the last piece of lore of this video is this right here. If you don't think, that might be a core of an upcoming big, ginormous, ugly, or a dinosaur. And that right there is actually a dino. It was a dino till his rib got open, till he disintegrated, and his head is stuck in there. So that was all of Ug's video. Ug lore that I know. If you have any more, tell me down in the comments. And if you want to see more Ug videos, tell me down in the comments.